Hello, this is a latch hook kit that I bought at Hobby Lobby in Anniston. And this is a video about latch hooking. This is my first time doing it. Well, I've done the latch hooking hair, which they call crochet braiding, but it's really actually latch hooking, and you actually use a latch, the latch hook to do it. In fact, I bought two to do the crocheting. You know, that's what they call it. So anyway, this is the picture of the kit that the picture that I'm gonna do. It's the butterflies. You know, I've seen them around, and I've just never really been interested in doing them. But yeah, I went on and opened it. I didn't do any unboxing. I was opening and working on it. So it was at Hobby Lobby for $24.99, and I got it for $6.24. And what I told myself is, I really enjoyed doing the crochet, the hair crochet. And I'm not doing enough heads. It's COVID season. I'm not doing enough heads, or any. So, because I enjoyed it so much, I was like, well, I might actually like this. And it's at a good price that I won't lose a lot of money. All right, so I'm going to kind of show you what I encountered. At first, I was thinking it was just this canvas. I didn't even think it came with the yarns. And then I was looking at something else one day. Well, I was looking at Create and Craft, the U.S. version, and the lady was showing how it does come with the yarns, the pre-cut yarns. And I was like, oh, I need to check mine. And I still didn't check it for days. But when I remembered, when I was down here in my little room, it was a salon turned craft room. I haven't finished doing it yet. So you're not going to see nothing but this that you see in this camera. I'm not zooming around and showing anything else. So, because it's a conversion going on around here. So what I did was I came and I checked, and I said, oh, I already got the kit. And I said, yeah, it said I needed the latch hook tool, but I already got two from when I did the braids. So I said, I'm ready to go. Okay, so yeah, I had done some diamond dots and got excited and did about 3 of those and loved that so much until I was like, well, this is about the same thing. Let me go on and do it too. Plus, I need to do some things instead of just trying to organize my room. So I started working on it. Now, I was thinking about trying to do a premiere video of it with me trying to do it, but I was like, well, no, I need to maybe have something together to show you. I looked at another lady's video. It's an old video too. And it's on with a T. I can't remember what her name is, and I'm not into writing them down. You may remember me, you may not. So, but you know, if you like, you can subscribe and what is it you're supposed to do? Like, subscribe, notifications, and all that good stuff. Hey, it won't hurt. So anyway, I open up the kit, and you see here 1, 2, 3, 4. So this was the 5th one that I had. Okay, so sat around, read the directions. It tells you how to put them in. It gives you a demo of how to do it, how I was trying to do it. And I was like, well, let me just look at a video just to make sure I'm doing it right. I wasn't doing it right. I did it right when I did the hair, but I don't know what was my disconnection when I was trying to do it with this little yarn. Maybe because it was short. All the same. So I read through the directions, and I'm like, okay, good enough. It says to start. It says that you're supposed to start in this lower right-hand corner. This is my right hand, right? I'm supposed to start in this right corner. And I'm looking at it, and I'm getting a feel for it, and I'm thinking, I'm left-handed. I might have to do it a different side, because sometimes what works for, you know, the dominant sector of right-handed people, it doesn't always work. For a left-handed person, we have to twist things. You know how most time you see us writing and we do that, and if we're not doing that, almost getting carpal tunnel. I know I'm turning paper. One lady I work with, she said, stop writing down the side of the paper, but sideways on the paper. But I had to make my adjustment in order to get it right. It's all the same. But I tell you, maybe because she said that and I was grown, I now don't have to always do all the twisting and stuff. So anyway, I had to make adjustments because I'm left-handed. Nothing major, no major adjustments. And then I said, you know, they said the lower right-hand corner. I like to be obedient. Like I said, sometimes you have to do it the way you need to do it to get it done. And as long as it's legal and it's not hurting anybody, I always say just get it done. So another thing that they said that they wanted you to do was that they said that each bundle of yarn contains all the colors with the same number of pieces. Some colors may be similar. Separate the colors into piles so it's easy to pick up a piece of the correct color. Then they gave you the list of colors. I probably overlooked that whole thing, but all the same, this is why I got colors all over the place, too. In addition to not just starting I may have started in the right lower hand corner. But you see I went all over the place. Well, what started happening was when I started using one, and then, I got excited because like, oh yeah, I like this color, it goes here. I can go on and put some in there. I want to see something happening. I don't want to wait and let it go down and rubbing against my hands and all that stuff. So I said, I'm going to, go around and put some of the color. Put turquoise. I see it here. Put red. Put that. Well, your little bundles of yarn, of course, the more you use, the looser it gets. Well, and I guess that's why they want you separated. But I was like, I'm not going to be here doing it all in the same spot all the time. So I didn't want to lose any or leave any in a spot. Okay, I'm anal. A little anal. I didn't want yarns laying all over the place. If I get up and go to the next spot, I need them organized. And I wasn't going to go and buy or get Ziploc bags or anything to separate all of these different colors. And I'm hoping I can use them all because I don't want to have a whole lot of bundles of yarn or loose yarns lying around. So I'm trying to see what I'm going to do because I don't think I'll need them all. But I got to do something with them. But I can't just have loose yarns, y'all. I'm anal about that. And some of you are too. So I'm trying not to be too bad where I'm got some psychosis that I need diagnosed. But I just don't want yarns laying around messing up my house. My space. So I said, well, since it's getting kind of slack, let me go on and start, dipping and dabbing and putting them around. So then what happened is I started using up certain colors. And so I went into this one, as you can see, and got some reds and got some whites because there's no more reds and whites. Got a few blacks. And then I was like, well, I got some spaces missing in here. But I kind of wanted to show, that I'm going to have to fill in. And that's fine. Because, you'll be able to do it. Because if you flip it to the back, you'll see you got little gaps. So it'll all work out in the end. And it's coming out a lot better than I thought. I mean, I don't know if I even had a thought. Because like I said, I was never really planning to do any of these anyway. But it's been fun. I have to say it's been very relaxing. I did the diamond dots. I never thought I would do them either. I was like, that's a waste of time. Everything's already matched up. All you got to do is put the color on the color, match the symbol with the symbol. But both have been very pleasing to me. I have been really satisfied with how relaxed I've been feeling after doing them. So I'm definitely going to continue this one and get it done. I don't know if I'm going to buy any more. I saw one with a cornucopia, and I'm like, I love Thanksgiving, but I don't know if I'm really in the cornucopias and dark colors. Well, okay, I saw it because it had that red sticker that I like. That red sticker that you saw, this one here, but they have a Hobby Lobby. That red sticker that says discounted. I like fashion stuff and lively stuff, and I like Thanksgiving, but it would have to have been something else. It was nice, but I don't want it. Now, I'm thinking I might end up actually custom making some for myself and cutting out these little yarns and counting down how many I need and maybe selling them. You never know, with some dresses and makeup and things that girls like, type stuff in them. So if I do, you'll see them somewhere at some point. Okay, so I might end up doing a video showing how I do it. So, I'm a designer, so it's not a stretch for me if you're thinking, how's she's going to do that? I'm a designer, so once I kind of do something, I can kind of figure out how to get the rest of the stuff done. Like, I can figure, okay, yeah, that's about 2.5 inches. So yeah, cut up some yarns. You know, you count them out to see how many you need. You cut up some more. Boop, 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 boop. You got your picture. You draw it on there because, like they say, some of the lines may have both colors, like this one, and then you just pick whichever one got the most color, and you can use that color. So it happens. So anybody can do it, and maybe I'll be just the person to show you how. But as of today, because I'm not going to make any promises, I have a lot of stuff I have to do. If you saw this room, you'd be like, yeah, girl, you got some things to do. So anyway, I watched this lady's video. Her name begins with a T. And the video she did, it may say 8 years or so ago, but it probably was recorded maybe like 20 years ago. Like it was from the 1900s. And I say that as in the early 1900s, but no, like the late 1900s, you know. As my baby say, if you born in the 1900s, you old. So, what she said to do, and what I did from what she said to do, I'm going to get, which, I can get any color because all of them are going to show up here. I'm thinking. All right, so, and I was thinking of all, but she said, you get it? And I did just what she said, which is just what the instructions say. You get this yarn. I'm going to put it at the top because I don't like mine coming from the bottom. I like them coming from the top, really. So I think instead of being a right-hand lower corner, I would really have been better doing a right-hand upper corner because I don't like them ribbon on my hand. So that lower corner, that would bother me. I know I'm almost sounding like I got something that I need a diagnosis for, but you know, we all have our thing. So yeah, so I put it goes underneath, and then what happens is you wrap that around. When you're pulling it back through, that needle, if you could say, it'll pull it through and it pops it out. And then you just tighten it up. Now, I was probably going to make it a lot harder than what she did. But here we go again. So if you're like me, I'm going to see if I can find something to lift this up just a little bit more in case you need a closer view. Because if I move this camera, it may or may not let me show it to you. Okay, I'm going to do it like that. Alright, so again, you got the little flap, what do they call it? The latch of the hook. You make sure that that is flipped up. You put your yarn around it. And, oops, see there I go. It goes down, but then when you push it back, it goes up like that. And voila, you have latched a hook, or you've latched hook a piece of string. And I'm just going to tell you the simple joy I get from doing this. And some people may say, well, you know, they'll come up with ways to go faster. Because I know they have videos for that. They on Diamond Dots, they have videos for that. And I was like, why would I want to go faster? Why would I want to put 2 and 3? I'm doing this to relax. So I don't have an urgency about getting it done. I'm not selling it. The peace I feel. I don't have any urgency to get this done. It's not a class project. It's not work. I'm glad it's not a class project. Some people probably have done this in school, like art projects and stuff. I was never one that did it. My older sister, she said she's done it before. And I said, I think I probably remember her or somebody of my brothers and sisters doing it. And it was not something I wanted to do. As my baby would say, which a lot of people say, it's not a new word. She would say, that's so lame. But I'm like, it's interesting that somebody came up with the concept and started actually using it to put weave in. And it's easy and relaxing. I braided, they shampooed the hair and dried it. And then I just braided their hair down, and that's what we do to it. And it's pretty much the same thing. And that was fun too, like I said. That's kind of what made me say, okay, I'll try it again. I think when I bought the kit, though, it was before coronavirus. And it's just now, everybody's doing something. And I have plenty of kits to do that I haven't done. And we're in a year in coronavirus. And I was thinking that I would be through with a lot of stuff. But I've had so much work to do. Because my job just let us come home. Because we would do some teleworking anyway. But we just teleworking every day now. And so it's still a lot of work. And I haven't gotten to do as much as I thought I would get to do. But I'm trying to make up for it. And actually, I should have been on YouTube doing videos years ago. Because a lot of the stuff I like to do, arts and crafts, hair, cooking, just a lot of stuff I like to do, is YouTube worthy. It's stuff that people like to watch. A person I like to get down in the grid and clean. That's been a popular thing on YouTube during coronavirus. And I know you say, well, yeah, do that and show us your room and get it organized. And I say, I probably will do that. But I'll do it in sections. And I might show the whole thing before it's over of how bad it looks. Because it looks bad. Because like I said, I'm converting one room to this. I got my closet. And that I carried hair stuff. And part of it, I'm moving over there to look now to see what I'm trying to say. I got part of it hair stuff, and part of it, about a fourth of it, I'm converted to crafts, and a part of it is hair stuff. The 3/4 of it is hair stuff, and I'm trying to get the hair stuff out because I'm like, I should be able to get rid of shampoos because I got, well, you don't know, but I have plenty of shampoos. I got rid of a lot of the colors because I'm allergic to colors. That's why I had to get out of that field. It's not only color, but color starts swelling me out, and I had to go to the doctor and get shots. And people say, oh, you do this, do that. No. Just stop. I have a degree from one of the best colleges in the world. Roll Tide. And so I could get a job, and I did, and I got a good job. And I work. And so now I work in craft. I mean, I have to cook dinner and all that stuff. My husband, he helps. Because I was going to say, I mean, I wash clothes and stuff like that, but he told me he got that part. So I think he forgets sometimes, but anyway. But yeah, so this is how you do it. And then, after you finish, you can unfluff these, the strands of the thread and fluff it up more. But, it's already looking pretty thick without getting fluffed. So, but I don't know. I'm kind of torn. Because you know how you start unfluffing, and like I've done hair where you unfluff it and then you I wish I kept some more of those curls instead of tangling. So what I'm really going to do, like they're saying, you can mount it as a wall hanging, which I have one that I've done. I know that's a popular thing. I need to tell my mom, one of the ones that's in her bedroom that I gave her back when I was in college. I'm like, Mama, these things are really popular. It's a mini one. I guess you could say a loom, but it's still a popular thing to do. And I put one in the room years ago, and she still has it up in there. But I'm going to actually not use this as a pillow or a wall hanging. I'm going to put it, as I always do, and probably everything you see me talk about, I'm going to put it on a makeup purse. Like, for instance, I'm going to show you this. And yes, I do like butterflies. But this is the diamond dots that I did. And like I said, I wasn't going to do it. And it was like, I think I got it for like $3, so that means it probably was $12.99. You know how they have the different sizes, and this is a 12 by 12, but the fabric size is 15 by 15, 15.8. And so what my plan is to put it on a tote. I buy bags that are about that dimension, and so I'm gonna put it on a tote, not some totes, but I'm gonna put it on a tote, and I'm gonna carry it proudly. And some people might think it's tacky. I don't care. If you know anything about me, and you don't, but if you keep watching my videos, you'll see. And my older sister, she'll definitely tell you, she don't care. So that little girl, mama let her wear all the little crazy stuff she wanted to when she was a little girl. That's what she tell me, like, she'll let you wear all the crazy stuff you want. I'll be so embarrassed. I didn't care about her being embarrassed. And my mama didn't either. And I guess hence that's why I ended up being a designer. But I don't know. I was smart. I was smart enough. I could have gone and done a whole lot of any other things. Not bragging, but just informing that I'm one of those people who happen to be smart and creative. And sometimes it's not hard, but I have to lately ring myself in, because I go too many different directions. You know, I'm 1 minute trying to create something, the next minute I'm trying to solve a problem or write a book or that kind of thing. And like I said, all of the things that I almost do would make for good YouTube videos to kind of just show my process on some things. Because like I said, this process, and it's not like I'm unique and not following the directions and making a latch hook kit. But you know, it's something I heard a girl say, and it would be something sometimes that would suspend me into procrastination. And we all do that and trying to be perfect. And she was like, she was working on something. And she was saying, this is just about $2. She said, so if you mess it up, it's not like you put a lot of money into it. And not only do you not want to mess up money, though, even if it's $2, you don't want to mess up your time. But I had to start letting go and say, Kat, sometimes I would do stuff and I'd be like, I can't believe I messed that up, because I'm usually good at getting stuff done well. And then I would stop certain things, but I was like, no. Sometimes you're just not going to get it right, but you have to practice. You have to keep trying. So keep trying. Don't give up. You already know that. I don't have to do that speech to myself, because I already know better. But sometimes you know how we get in our heads. And so I have to tell myself, get out of your head. Yeah, that needs to be tightened a little bit more. So I tell myself, get out of your head and just do something. If that's giving you a problem, try something else. You're good at something else. I'm not saying I'm 100% good at any and everything, but a lot of things. And certain things that, no, I don't want to do. I really don't want to do anything with sports. I put my daughters, they did cheering, gymnastics. Some people said, no, you should put them in soccer and this, that, and other. They didn't want to do it, and I didn't force them, because why? I don't do that either. I don't do that. I mess with balls of yarn and bundles now, as you see. I got something from Hobby Lobby I want to show you. I'm going to do a video on it in a little bit. And just speaking of balls, I bought this thread holder, which is holding a ball of yarn, a thread, well, I guess you could say. And this is going to be used for tatting, but I'm going to do a video showing you that I got this. I did get this from a Hobby Lobby. Prattville. Is that the one I went to? I got to pull out the receipt. Yeah, I was in Prattville this weekend. I have a niece that is a Mother's Day baby. She was born May 8th of 1988 on Mother's Day. And we were at church, and they made the announcement. And my brother and his wife, they were stationed in Germany, so we couldn't run right to go see them anyway. But it was an exciting day. And, you know, I just thought about it. She doesn't normally have a lot of parties. And even though it's COVID, but we've had our shots. So we're at that place. I said, girl, you know how to get me out of my house. And so I went to Prattville. And while I was there, I said, well, you know, I do my YouTube videos of the different places I go shopping. And I went to the one in Prattville, like I said. Now, I didn't plan my time right because I was enjoying my time over there. So family came before shopping, of course. And so I didn't get to go to Montgomery, which was just right up the road. I would have gone to that. They had a Hobby Lobby there, a Joanne and a Michael. So it was like, boom, that would have been a jackpot. But, I mean, I'm from Alabama. I'm from Selma, Alabama, living in Birmingham. Got family in that area, so I can always go that way. A jump and a skip and a hop. But the thing I want to say before I get off here is that Prattville is in Autauga County. And my grandma used to always say, make sure we knew she was from Autauga County. Even though we were in Dallas County and that's where she raised her family. She always acted like something was wrong with Dallas County. And I never did ask her. But I just thought about it after the fact, after she had passed. It's why she always made it a point that we know she's from Autauga County. You may have some opinions on it. But I was like, well, did she not like Dallas County or something? But every time we pass through, like when we travel, wherever we travel, when we do road travels, whether we're going to Florida, Mississippi now, we got that on our list because you got to go through there to get to Memphis. Chattanooga, Gatlinburg, Atlanta, you know, the different places in Florida and stuff. When we travel, we look at whatever counties we're going through. But I always tell them, yeah, my grandma, she says she's from Autauga County. So now they all know. And I want to make sure that my children know, my husband know, because now he'll say it before I can say it. We're in Autauga County. And so, you know, it's our little family fun joke. And I tell other people about it so that they can be aware of their counties. So with that, bye.